have not touched my hair. Oh no, I'm gonna do this one. I might have gone a little bit over. Today I wanted to show you how I try to balance my work from home days. I woke up a little while ago and I got somewhat ready in something that's comfortable and I feel good in. I haven't done my hair, but I already did a little bit of my makeup and just my regular brushing my teeth, washing my face situations. I'm looking over some stuff for work, try to plan out what I'm gonna do today, and I'm a little bit hungry. So I think I'm going to toast myself half of a bagel and then make myself my little iced coffee that I like to make, and I'll get to work, maybe put on a little bit of music. It'll be a good time. Oh no. Yummy. I'm back at my desk now. So today is Monday and I'm basically going to try to just have like a work-life balance. I haven't really been working out. I did a workout on Saturday and then Sunday we were just out everywhere. So I didn't get to keep up that habit. So I have again my habit tracker, which I love to do when, I feel like I'm not getting the things that I need to get done. I am focusing on gratitude and having a positive attitude, and then also working out and sleeping early. I have reading for 10 minutes. Let's start working, and a little bit of music. When I'm working, I can't have music that I like too much because then I get distracted singing and dancing. So we're gonna do maybe a little bit of lo-fi beats. If I really need to concentrate, I'll do classical music. But if I want to concentrate but have an upbeat motivation, I'll do lo-fi beats. So let's do lo-fi beats. This one's called Lo-Fi Garden on Spotify. Let's see how it is. It's 11:42 now. I got off to lunch at 1:30, and so I just quickly air fried. These are like the Costco tenders that we got yesterday, and they come with like a little sauce that kind of tastes like the Chick-fil-A sauce. So I just got this giant tender. I'm gonna eat this for lunch. And while it was heating, I have like a standing planter with 5 levels, and so I wanted to bottom water it since I've been having fungus gnat problems. They are a lot less now, but I want to still do the little maneuvers so they don't come back as strong. And so I have those plants being bottom watered. I have a meeting when I'm back, so it's gonna be like 12:30. But I have so many things that I want to do on my lunch. I took off all of the polish from my nails and I kind of wanted to put new polish on it. But I've also, my green beans died and like my tomatoes I feel like are taking long, and so I might just plant them again. And so I have some seeds that I started in a Ziploc in a napkin that's moist on the windowsill. And I checked today, I think I did that like on Thursday, and now there's little sprouts on there. So I think I wanna plant them on like little containers with soil and see how they do there, because I think all of the seeds that I planted are already sprouted, which is, I did cucumber, I did tomatoes, and I did green beans. And the tomatoes and the cucumbers, I did different varieties this time, so they should have bigger cucumbers and bigger tomatoes. Before I did like pickling tomatoes, which are small, and cherry tomatoes, which are small. Yeah, I'm excited about that, but I should stop talking because I have a little bit of time and I wanted to do so many things. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so I took them out of the Ziploc. These are, they're green beans, and then these are tomatoes, little tomato seeds. And then these 3 are cucumbers. So I'm gonna go to the grow bag where I had the beans that are dying, I'm gonna grab some of that soil and put it in the little like cell blocks that I have for these. I'm gonna count how many they are. And then I'm gonna keep them inside the house just so they're easier to control and so the fungus gnats don't get populated on here. Well, you know what? I don't know how clear that soil is from them. I might have to use new soil to keep in the house. Okay, I'm gonna do that. This one. I'm debating because these little kits that I got on Amazon have a little lid, but it has the lid with the light that comes out, their grow light. So I'm debating if to use it. And I found a little fungus gnat earlier, which I wasn't able to kill, but I'm gonna be alert for it because I don't want that to then transfer over here. I am also going to see when I have time. I think I'm gonna pull out one of my cucumber plants because now the tip of the cucumber plant is starting to yellow out and die. And then that specific cucumber plant is no longer producing cucumbers, but the other one is. So I'm gonna take that one out, maybe kind of fluff up the dirt and leave it there outside for a while. Hopefully it dries out, the fungus gnats can die. And then I have 5 bell pepper plants. Maybe I could transfer one over there or just leave it empty for these plants that I have here, which I might have to give some away because I didn't think that all of the seeds that I would put to grow were gonna grow. So all of them sprouted except for one bean plant. Now it's time for me to clock back in 1 minute, 12:30, and I didn't get to do my nails, but I got to do everything else on my plant. So I think that was a success. Now let's clock back in. I was working for quite a bit and it's 2:42. And I think I want a little snack. We're gonna have hot dogs today. We just do the sausages in the air fryer. I don't know if I'll do a pico de gallo with it, but maybe just mayo on the bread, mustard, and ketchup on the actual hot dog. But I'm thinking I want a little bit of chips. So I'm gonna have a little bit of chips with some Valentina. Let me show you. So these beef tallow ones are pretty good. They're a little salty, but I think it'll do. And then I have just a little bit left of chicharrones. So I might have gone a little bit over. I actually like brewing some green iced tea and just leaving it in my fridge. So I poured myself a little more because I had some earlier with the strawberry Torani that I already have open. But yesterday we got the guava Torani. So I'm excited to try it. So I served myself a little bit more green tea. Let's see. Oh my God, it freaking hurts. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's so good. And then some Valentina. All right. I got some chopsticks so I'm not dirtying my hands. I have not touched my hair since the morning, so it looks a little crazy, but it is 4:54, so we got 6 minutes until 5, which is when I'm off. And I can't really start something new. So I'm just gonna start heating up the sausages, but I do have to check where my fiance is. I'll slice little cuts on them and then I'll put them in the air fryer. And that's it. So he is still at work. Now I'm just gonna do the cuts and then leave the sausage in the air fryer and then just ask him when he's coming. I prepped the pico de gallo. I haven't mixed it yet. And then I just did a little bit of pickles. I just kind of roughly chopped them because I didn't have the cutting board anymore, so I just chopped them in here. So they're kind of biggish, but that's fine. Then I have the ketchup, the mustard, the mayo out. Bread, plates, the sausages are in the air fryer just waiting. And so let me show you my little patio garden. I think since he's still on his way, maybe I'm gonna pull out the cucumber plant and the green beans, we'll see. These are my green beans. They're pretty much dying, so I think I'm gonna take them out. And then these two maybe. And this is the cucumber plant. So this one is pretty much dying from here, and there's no new cucumbers. But this one has a cucumber that just grew here, and these. Looks like it might be dying, but we'll see. And then so these are my big Jim chilies, but they say that when the plant is little and it starts blooming, little peppers, you're supposed to pinch them off so the plant can keep growing. And both of these kind of have growths. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do a little more research on it. But this is the serrano chilies. And then these are bell peppers over here. And then I have a little bell pepper right there too. You can't see it, it's right here. My little green beans that never grew. I'll try again. And we could use the rest of the pico de gallo for guac, okay?
Okay, babe.
Okay, so don't pile it high.
Extra high?
No extra high. Come on. Yesterday, after I went outside to my patio and I just fluffed up the soil to have it just there drying. After that, I felt like there was a bunch of dirt that flew up in the air and on my face and on my clothes. So I took a shower, I did some editing, and now it's the next day. I have been working for a little while now. It's 9:30. Today I have to go down to get something from the mailroom that got there, and I've just been working on some emails. I checked on my little plants that I planted yesterday, and they're already growing. I ended up putting a little dome with the lights on, and I think that might have helped, but I have them kind of slanted so there's airflow and it doesn't end up getting like just moisture trapped in there. Yesterday I didn't get a chance to do my nails, so I just kind of trimmed them a little bit and it's been fine, but I do like having my nails painted. So I'm going to paint them today. Since yesterday I spent my lunch doing garden stuff, and so today I'll focus on eating and my nails. So for my planner, I didn't really get a lot of these done, but I think it's also important if you're still getting in the swing of things to not stress yourself so much. So this is just kind of like a guide. I didn't sleep early. I slept like at 12. I didn't do a workout and I didn't read, but I did my little morning gratitudes. I think I'm probably not gonna really follow the habit tracker. I think I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow, prioritize maybe editing and maybe whatever needs to be done in the patio. And then if I'm doing stuff in the patio, then I'm going outside, and whenever I'm going outside, it helps just feel a little bit more positive. So now I'm gonna keep working and I'm gonna be playing my Selena music, because whenever I feel like I want to be in a positive little mood, I'll play some Selena.
The times where I did it, I eat whatever, not taking that break that you guys every week is just better. Try not to work on my appearance at all, just because.
So we've had a walking pad for a really long time, but normally it's just my fiance that uses it. But I used it today. I lifted the standing desk that we have in the room, and it actually helps me focus, because sometimes when I'm doing my work, I get distracted and I'm like, oh, I could do the dishes. Oh, I could, before starting a new project. And so I think this helps me focus more because I'm walking as I'm doing this. And so it's kind of like a distraction that my body feels like I'm doing something else. Like, I don't know what's the thing? How does that work, you know? But it helped me focus. So I did that, and then now I finished my coffee and I'm drinking my water. I don't normally like this tumbler. It doesn't keep the water that cold. It's not such a good tumbler. Like, I could feel the coldness of inside here. And so I feel like it doesn't retain the cold inside. And so the other thing is that once it loses its coldness, then start tasting the metal or aluminum, or it's like a metallic taste. So I'm actually trying to drink this quickly because it's cold, but it's already having that weird taste. So I took off the headband. Now my hair is a little crazy again. I like the side part. I don't know. I could never get behind the middle part. I think because I have a pretty small forehead, when I do my middle part, it just looks weird on me. Just nope. Not on me. On some people it does look good, but not on me. I'm a side part forever. Okay, so I decided to make a little salad. So I have some lettuce. I'm just gonna tear it apart with my hands, and then I'm gonna use the same container. I'm gonna use my little pickling cucumber. It wasn't fully pollinated well, so that's why it's a little misshapen. But I'll use that, and then I have 2 little cherry tomatoes that turned red, so I'm gonna pick those and then add it in here. And then I have some chicken tenders in the air fryer. I have like a little fake Ninja Crispy, which I love, and it's super easy. We normally have our air fryer outside, but since we got this new one, we've been using it inside, and it doesn't stink up the house too much, so we've been doing that. And yeah, I'll show you my salad right now. Might be a pretty big salad. Let's go get that tomato. Little tomatoes here. Look at, these are ready for sure. Oh no. Maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it. This one looks a little green. And this one's perfect. So I let the chicken cool down a little, and then I remembered that I have this red wine vinegar. When I worked at Subway, I used to love adding this and the olive oil to it, and then I would still do ranch. I bought this and I haven't used it yet, so let's try it. Might be a little too much, and then let's do the ranch. Okay, let's toss it. I got a little piece of tomato in here. Let's see. Amazing. The little vinegary taste of this really completes it. I mean, in the homegrown tomato and cucumber, that probably adds to it. It's 8 o'clock and look, they're sprouting. These are the cucumbers and those are the tomatoes, those 3 in the back. And those 3 also are tomatoes in the back. Everything else is green beans. Okay, so my order got here. I thought we were gonna go walk, but we just picked up my order, so I'm wearing a different shirt. This is the BB cream that I bought. I don't know if it matches my tone. Let's see. Yeah, you can't even tell. So I think that's perfect. Put that away. Here are the headbands. So before I shower, let's try the red one. Ooh, feels good. Okay. Well, this is the dent. I think I would move it. And other than that, I mean, it matches my shirt. It's good. Let's try with my hair down. Okay. Ooh, I really like this color. Okay, so just imagine this is gonna be bent on that area, but I like it. And then I have brown, 3 different grays, a black, a blue, a white, a light green, and a pink. So I'm gonna wash these. Hold off on the pink and the white one to wash with my light colors, but these I'll put in with colors. I put my colors and my blacks in the same wash, and I'm about to do a load right now, so we'll do that. And this is where I'll end the vlog. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.